on, guys? I'm Tristan. Welcome back to Straight Line Solutions. We got Jared back with us today running the camera, so things will look a little prettier today for you. Today we're kind of just running the old bull nose. We got an engine in that car that needs to come out. So you remember my 86 Ford F-250. Last time you guys saw this, I was running the winch and the bed off of a booster pack because I hadn't wired everything up. I went ahead and we got a battery hooked up and ran a bunch of wires. Didn't get that on video, sadly, but when I ran the wires, we ran 2 jumper cables. They were soldered up nicely, everything was good, and I didn't use a fuse. We were driving this thing down the road and I started seeing smoke coming out everywhere and smelling it, and this happened. Melted her completely through. Luckily we got it shut down before the truck caught on fire, but you know, you win some, you lose some. I went back, I redid everything. These right here, you pick up, I get them out of junk vehicles all the time, that's why this one looks used. But pretty much what I did was I took the 2 sets of jumper cables, I soldered them together, I electrical taped the crap out of them. And these are fuses for a sound system amplifier in a car. And that's a 50 amp fuse there. I wanted something a little bigger than just small wire in case that battery does die, that winch can still work. But we wired this in over here to the negative. It's ran all the way down through the frame. Runs all the way along through here, up inside of this little toolbox back here. And then we got another one of those fuses over here, so that way it can't arc either way. You can see, you know, it got a little crispy in here. Melted a big old hole through the old battery. Not a good situation. So we got a new battery put in there. We got everything working. You guys will get to see this thing in its full glory today, and we'll get started. Luckily, I've been doing some figuring on these. These 5-liter Fords are pretty much all exactly the same. This engine here is the car engine. I was telling Jared earlier, it is the weakest horsepower rated engine that Ford made at the, or the 5.0 that they made at that time. That Explorer over there has got our key. It's got the GT40P heads, makes a little better power. I'm not going to be able to use that intake because it's a mass airflow style intake, and there's obviously not a plug for that on this car. So what we're going to do is, this intake and everything here has the exact same plugs as that intake off of that car. That's the pickup intake for the Ford pickup. Same one that's on this truck. What we're going to end up doing is pulling these plugs off real nicely, setting them off to the side. I'm going to check and make sure the firing order is the exact same on the Explorer as what this is. If not, we'll change it. But I'm going to go to the junkyard and steal another one of those pickup intakes because they make a little better torque. This is a way heavier car than that is, so I kind of want some torque to it. We're only doing this because we've already got the transmission out. It's easier, just go ahead and pull this now, get it done. I ran across another Explorer to get an engine out to go in the red Supra, so I had 2 Explorer engines. I figured let's throw one in here while we got this apart. So we're going to slap the pickup intake on the Explorer engine in the Lincoln with the 5-speed. Are you guys getting all that? Not using this garbage automatic transmission anymore. Now, I could have left this completely bone stock, and we could have just left this alone and been done, but you guys didn't come here to see that. This is the weakest 5.0 they made, but we're going to step that up a little bit. Everybody says these ratchet straps won't do the job. They're full of it. it'll do the job just fine. And if it doesn't do the job, don't be a ding-dong and stand underneath it while you're picking it up. But if these are designed to hold 8,000-pound trucks on a trailer, or heavy equipment for that matter, it'll pick up about a 500 to 800 pound motor without a problem. If you guys remember, I made this thing fully adjustable. I did it for this reason. Loose. Now I can get to the back wires with that harness right there. Maybe. There we go. That little guy right there. Maybe. Essentially, all we're going to do is trick this car into thinking that it has this intake and everything on it, but with a little better flowing intake. Oh, yep, we got heater hoses, mass airflow sensor. We'll figure this all out later. Off of the car. That's all going to come undone. Oh, that's the electronic. Yeah, this car here has got more options than any other grandma car you've ever seen in your life. Now, usually I'd probably reuse those heater hoses, but with the pickup intake, both of those are going to have to go to the front of the engine now. And I'm just going to go buy couple chunks of hoses and run them up to the front of the engine, since those aren't long enough to begin with. How many times are we gonna have to stop this and unplug something?
At least once.
At least once? Alright, I give it twice. I'm not that good. Jared's got a lot more faith in me than I do. Okay. Does that count as one right there? I guess I didn't say wait, did I?
No, you didn't, no.
Okay. The front of the engine needs to go up a little higher. See if I got enough strap here for this. Yeah, we definitely shouldn't be falling off now. We got two ratchet straps. Well, there's the first one right there. Wait. You know, I'm gonna get a wrench. Yeah. Man, this is gonna leak out everywhere, isn't it? Nope. I'll be dead. Yep, there it is a little bit. Yep, I meant to do that. Ready for it to pop? Nope, maybe not. Well, there we go. First, wait. Forgot the fuel line. How could I forget the fuel line? We got another one on this side too. Well, it's because they didn't put it up top like normal. All right, there's one. Got another ground. I already told you I'm gonna redo these grounds on this thing. I don't like how they ground these engines out. And there we go. I cut the fuel lines because on that pickup intake they have to go all the way around to the front side of the intake on, or no, they come up to the back side on this side. Now on this car they are located right here, and Ford uses a fuel system that runs at about 35 psi. Now everybody else freaks out. They think you have to have high pressure everything. You have to have high pressure rubber line, but as long as everything's working on that, that will never actually explode. You can use hose clamps on it. Barb it out, extend the line out. That car there has been running for years now on that same high pressure fuel pump. I run on a standalone setup like that, I'll run a fuel pump off of a rail on a pickup like this or an 89 Bronco. 89 Bronco specifically. You'll always get the right fuel pump. They're barb fittings, high pressure fuel hose, pushed into each other, and double hose clamped. Never will have a problem with them. They'll never leak. That car has been through hell and back and has never had a problem. This car, I'm going to do the exact same thing. We're going to cut it right here where the metal line is. I might actually run back a little bit further. We're going to do the same thing up there on that line that I just cut right there. I think that's the low pressure. Yeah, it is. The return line. As long as those are not kinked, you will only run at 35 psi. There is a built-in fuel pressure regulator in every one of these Ford intakes that will keep it from running any higher. We're going to end up taking this, like I said, Ford pickup intakes going on there. I'm going to reroute a bunch of stuff. I don't like how Ford runs their grounds. They bolt them directly to the block in several different spots. They bolt them to the body. It's all right. Every one that I've had, I'll bolt them back where they were, but I will also bolt a wire on that runs directly up to the ground cable. That's something I like to do. Call me wrong, call me an idiot. That's what I do. So let's get back to it. How many weights was that technically?
At least 3 or 4.
Was it? We were both a little short on that one, weren't we?
Yeah.
Got a little too much faith in me. I've done this a couple times, but I'm still not that good. All right. Now let's use this truck for what I built it for. Just barely. Let's see if we can get it out of there without smacking the bullhorns. Grab one of my real nice trailer tires over here. Keep these around in case we pop one. That's still got a couple of years left on it. I believe we're gonna have to feed that oil pan. Guess we'll see what's on the Explorer. There you have it. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna pull eventually when it gets a little colder. You guys will get some videos of me doing this. We're gonna pull all the parts I still need off of this engine because I do still need all the accessories off of this engine. We're still gonna use these so they'll all bolt right back in. I know they'll fit under the hood of that car. But we'll be switching to electric fans and we'll use the pickup intake on this. You guys will see that. We'll pull it in this garage and see me doing all the swap stuff on it later. But yeah, for today, that's all we're gonna do on that car. But yeah, this will probably be the engine that ends up in that Lincoln. It's a 1998 Explorer. This is the 5.0. They made the Explorers with the V6 and they made them with the 5.0. This is the one you want. This has got better heads. They're called GT40P heads. They're worth quite a bit of money. Literally all we're going to do, like I said several times, pickup intake on this engine. We're going to run all of that accessory drive off of that engine. On here, we're pretty much going to convert this over to that engine with a pickup intake on it, stick it right back in that car, and make that car think it's still got that engine in it, when in all reality it's running this one. So we'll have a little more horsepower out of it, a little nicer, newer, modern engine. This one's only got 130,000 miles on it, so ought to go for a while without any problems. It'll make a good gambler car for sure. Alright guys, stay tuned next week. We'll have a few more videos out on what we're doing with this or the Datsun. You never know. But thanks for watching. Click that like and subscribe button and keep doing this. Thanks.